So where'd you start your comedy career?
It was an accident, actually, getting into stand-up. I didn't even try. I wasn't aspiring to be a comedian. I'd only been doing stand-up since 2017. And if you told me prior to that I would be doing stand-up, I would have said, you're full of shit. There's no way. I used to be a really shy kid. I wasn't ever interested in it. Or I was always funny, like in the group, you know, the funny one. But I didn't ever think it was going to happen. And sometime around like 2016, I started getting ballsy, and I was making like videos on my cell phone complaining about whatever was happening at the moment. One of those early videos, I don't know if you guys remember Unilad, that channel Unilad. It was a big channel like back then on Facebook. They would just share a lot of random videos, reposting stuff.
Yes.
They snagged one of my videos and it went viral. It had like 30 million hits.
Holy
I didn't
shit.
even know about it. Someone told me, hey, your video's on Unilad and it's getting all these hits. And I got like thousands of friend requests as a result. In those friend requests were like other comics. There were some actors, producers. Trey Goodman was in there. Just people in the industry. A bunch of bookers were in there. Like, I got all these friend requests. I tried to be really selective of who I was accepting the friend request for. So then because I was making these videos that were funny in nature, people started saying, hey, do you do stand-up? You want to get booked on a show? And that scared the shit out of me. I mean, I could talk into my phone and edit it 1,000 times until I get it right and post a video, but I'd never performed live before. That wasn't even something I was thinking about. But then the seed was planted and I'm like, oh God, should I do this? And I had reached out to some of the comics who sent me friend requests, and I'm like, how do you write a joke? I don't even know how to do this. So a couple comedy mentors stepped in for me and helped me write my first set. And I tried an open mic night and didn't tell anybody. Like, it took a while. It took many months for me to get the balls together to go do that.
Usually it's the opposite.
What's that?
Usually I hear horror stories about people going, you know, I'm going to go do my first set. You guys all need to come.
Well, this is the thing. I studied really hard. Like, I probably overthought it. And I watched like YouTube videos. How do you be a comic? And one of the things I remember hearing was, do not invite anyone you know to come watch you, because you're going to bomb and that's going to be really embarrassing for you. So I didn't tell anybody.
Where was it at?
It was at a little divey bar in Phoenix called Toso's. Right, I think that's it.
How long is an open mic set typically?
Normally, like when you go up, you do in just a few minutes, but it happened to be pretty dead in there that night, and I had 10 minutes prepared, so I did a full 10 minutes my first set.
That's a long
long
first person.
time.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
it takes people years, some long time to get up to 10 minutes. Sometimes.
Well, I was lucky. I wanted it to be perfect.
How long did it
That's good.
take you to get to that point?
Like 6 months. By the time the seed was planted and the time...
Sorry. I should respeak. How long did it take you from getting your set to practicing it to getting on stage? Like, till you had the set?
Once I felt like I had the set, I practiced it for months.
Wow.
Months. I wanted it memorized. I was timing it. I was doing it in the mirror, like really trying to...
I was going to say, like, how do you practice it? Just looking in them
so a lot of
just reading it over and over.
Yeah, reading it over and over again. A lot of like my buddies in comedy, like I'm a single mom, right? Like, I've been married, I'm divorced, I've got 2 kids, I work full time, I have a little family to take care of, so I don't have the luxury of hitting like open mic nights all the time.
Yeah.
And where I live, there's nothing up by me. I would have to drive.
She lives by you.
I know where then you're out there too.
Yep. There's nothing going on up there for like entertainment, and to get to open mics are all like downtown.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't really do that. So I had to wait until the kids weren't around or they were sleeping, and I would literally just practice in my room or in the mirror or whatever over and over and over again. And I'd run jokes past my friends, and I'd wait to hear like at the parts that they'd laugh or the parts that would fall flat, and then just keep rewriting and getting on the phone with other comics and like, how does this sound? What do you think of that? So I really worked on it for months before I got up there and did 10 minutes.
Bang!